she's not.
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then... As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never, of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes, but the Hydro Archons... Miss Hydro Archon?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that you had best stop and consider. Do you really have...
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Is she waiting for us?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Oh, of course.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew...
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believer, you may consider this my reward to all of you.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Yeah, us as well. Okay, Paimon hopes. Come on. Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, wait, that's not it, Paimon. Sorry. Paimon.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr.
Oh, so nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just...
It is an honor to meet you, and as required by...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor.
Ah, Mr. Linney.
Wait.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him.
Whoa,
No offense. And by the way, there's someone's... I believe she... So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that...
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers perform... So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the
oh, Good point. That's what makes the show real.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back. Oh, and before you never know what can happen in the... A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
What happened?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even in that case, my dear audience.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with it, but our organization is very, very large, and
I think I believe this is then, my good.
Excuse me.
Miss, I'm...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to show you an amazing trick? One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared. What is...
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them? And wouldn't such a trick be the most... Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance.
I understand.
And voila! Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so...
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the
What? Are you reading my... No, I have no further arguments.
are no objections. Then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, with some modifications to this to cover up any evidence, while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of the Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian, thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts. As for Linny, he was in the underground structure. From this reconstruction of events, while there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the As such, Linny and Lynette are a...
Great work, partner.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard. How did you find the water from the primordial...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not... I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one...
I was just following. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui.
And now that you're therefore you...
Yes, our boss. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The
And now he can no longer
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Now's our chance!
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed—
Dissolved in front of Vache as a result. Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research. With a goal to cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel. And during the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded after exchanging blows with Spina de Rasula for many years, although the assassination did not go as Vache expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving. And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vache. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vache, guilty.
Guards! Take Vache away.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has any—
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you,
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time—
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This is always—
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand up—
Through evidence presented in the public trial, the guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to support. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine—
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice—
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on—
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't have—
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is by law. Guards, please take the suspect.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
He's activating his spell legacy!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.